And welcome back, viewers, to the next part of the Style 6 Big Ben Chime Alarm series.
Talk tick, talk tick.
Well, now it's almost 12 o'clock and I'm here in a stew. Should I stay or go back home? I don't know what to do. One thing that I know for sure, that girl and I are through. Still hearing tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick, tick-tock, tick.
Talk tick, talk tick, talk tick.
Tick-tock.
And as I said in a previous video, I'm cutting out the entire alarm setup section because my filming of it made absolutely no sense when I tried to edit it into something. So as I said, I'll make a separate video showing how to put that together and where are we leaving off, or I'm sorry, where are we starting now? The alarm mechanism has just been put together through a very crazy set of films, but anyway, it's together now so we can continue on. So now I think what I'm going to do is I think we're going to put the time spring on first and then we'll do the alarm one. I think that'd be the most sensible way to go about it. And yeah, and then we're almost done after that. So let's get a move on, shall we? I don't need this thing sitting around any longer than it has. So here we got our time spring barrel with that very, with the reduction gearing there. The shabby chicers would love to make an art project out of that one. Cough, cough. There's 60,000 toothpicks in there. I think we'll squeeze this a bit and just push this up. Grab a toothpick, some grease on it. And this is just the Princess Auto Power Fist multi-purpose lithium grease here. Stick some of that in the barrel there. We want our barrel to be nice and greased up. We don't want that dry or anything. Also, I heard somewhere that this grease and oil in spring barrels, it helps more with protecting them from rust instead of actually lubricate, like actually oiling the whole system. You know what I mean? Like this is some sort of rust protector or something. Anyways, let's get our spring hooked in. This barrel looks incredibly small. You almost don't even know if this will fit. Oh, there it's hooked in. We're about to put that to the test, aren't we? Let's get this coil. Well, how we always do this, coil by coil. Okay. So we get that next coil on. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And then just coil by coil. Wow, this is actually not resisting me as of yet. This is why I like spring barrels, because then you can just get it in and you're done with it. And then you don't have to deal with it anymore. Because that is highly annoying, dealing with loop end mainsprings that aren't even in a barrel. Then you got to deal with all that junk flying around, hitting you in the face or whatever. And we're stuck. Oh, let's see. Can I get this in more? Keep coiling it in. Oh, there we go. I'll make sure we've actually put it in the right way. So we'll get our spring great wheel here. Oh. Get that in. Make sure it's actually in. Oh, shoot, sorry. Make sure this thing is actually in by testing if there's tension on it. Yes, there is. Very good. Now we're ready to install this part. Wait, shoot, no we're not. I skipped a step. We gotta grease the actual top side of the spring, not just the bottom. Goofy Greg doesn't know what part of the spring to... Anyway, okay, let's see here. I don't know, I guess for this, just kind of lather it on a little bit. I'm having interesting... well, I don't know if it's an experiment or what, but I'm having interesting occurrences with springs that have less grease than more grease. That's why I'm putting more on than usual. Springs that have less than, or probably around 3 dabs of grease or whatever, they generally don't seem to, or they seem to make a lot of noise. They seem to do spring chattering every now and then, which is highly annoying. And I'm also pretty sure it's bad for the spring because it's banging up against itself. So that can't be good. So that's why I'm kind of saturating this with grease more so than I usually would. But the sleep meter has been making some sounds. And if you watch that series, you know, with the spring replacement, so. Anyways, I'm just kind of lathering it on. And okay, we'll go with that. And also another plus with grease is it's not like oil, so it won't just leak back out again. It'll actually stay put. It'll stay where you tell it to stay. And there we go. This is in. Oh, okay. That's how I do my tests there. Now we'll just pop it on. So we'll just stick it in here. Oh, I've got the wrong side of the movement. As I'm looking at that, I'm going, what the heck is going on there? Okay, we got this side of the movement. Stick it in. Something like that, anyway. Oh, shoot, that's not what I want. Come on, go around. Okay, it wasn't the smoothest installation, but it's in. And is the pivot in? Okay, yes it is. So now we can screw it into place. We've got an incredible assortment of tiny little screws to choose from. And make sure you didn't misplace those, by the way. Just make sure they're tight and call it a day, you know? Because no one wants to have to deal with stripped screws. They're a heartache, they're a headache. And probably more often than not, they don't come off and have to be sawed off somehow, some goofy way, you know. Okay, that is on. We're actually going to wind this up and see what kind of results we get from this without oil. I don't know, viewers, what we're going to get from this, but we're about to find out, aren't we? Let's see here. Oh, first wind, second wind, third wind. Oh, the movement's reacting. Oh, what the heck? Uh-oh. Oh, for crying out loud, something's not attached somewhere. Okay, after dismantling, I found out that I had actually kind of screwed this spring here up, the click spring, and it wasn't holding the click in place very well. It had nothing to do with the spring itself, it just had this gear train here. So anyway, when you're doing that, make sure you pull this back and forth, or make sure you just bend this forward again. If you're going to bend it back to release the click or whatever. So the problem actually wasn't with the spring itself. Okay, so I've just reassembled this here off camera, and what I've realized is the problem wasn't with the spring itself. It was with this gear train here. And, well, it was actually this spring here. I had bent this out and back, and now it wasn't giving this enough tension to, or wasn't giving the click enough tension to hold these gears from flying backwards at an inhumane speed. So anyway, we just bent this forward again. We just stuck my screwdriver and just gave this a bend over here, and now it's holding it in place. It's fully wound up. And our motion is kind of not amazing right now. I'll have to wait till it happens again, but the balance wheel and, well, the pallet fork and the balance wheel kind of get stuck occasionally, it seems. Like it'll be swung out way over here somewhere, or not quite over there, but you'll probably see it as we go on here. It's happened a few times already, and I don't know if that's what the problem is, if that's the pallet fork's problem or the balance wheel. And I think what we can do is just loosen that nut there, and we might be able to just dismount, and this one here as well, and just take that off very indiscreetly. We might be able to do that. I don't know. I know Westclox like to play games like that where you just dismount a couple of nuts there and just run the whole train down like that. I don't know if that's going to be what we're going to do in this case. Yeah, I guess it just depends how this whole thing runs. See, look at that. The motion just dropped. This thing is trying to run, and then the motion just suddenly jerks down again. Or it suddenly slows down abruptly. I don't know what the heck's going on there, viewers. I don't know. Oh, look at that. It just got stuck. See, it was over here, though. It was over here somewhere, and it wasn't quite right. I wonder if that has something to do with the way I've got this thing adjusted. I don't know. I can try screwing around with it a little bit. Okay, it's just stopped again. Let me just try and tighten this a little bit. Maybe it'll work better now, or maybe it'll work worse. Okay, let's try it like that. Nope, it keeps getting stuck in that position there. Maybe because it's not, maybe because it just hasn't been oiled or anything like that. That might be part of it. Okay, so first off, we get the long side, and the longer, this pillar here. There's a longer side of this pillar, and there's a shorter side, thread-wise. And you get the longer thread going down, and the shorter thread going up. And then you can stick your alarm, the alarm great wheel in there. And then this little bundle of joy here, I'm just looking at an earlier version of this movement. See how wound up that is, and that's all in there and everything? See how that all is? I'm just debating how I can do that. Because this doesn't seem to want to fit around here, or does it? Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it will for me. Come on, precious. You know you want to do... You know you want to go on. Or maybe you don't. I think we should just leave the spring hanging out like that. I think that's a good look. Okay, we'll try it again here. Just kind of get this in there. I don't even have time to worry about that hook and see if it's even hooked on. Or it's even hooked to the alarm great wheel here. We don't even know if that's going on. Oh, this actually wants to go in now, I think. Or does it? Maybe it doesn't. How does this look on this one? Okay, let's try it like this then. I'll have to do some little different attempts here. To bend it out like this to get it in. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. That's not what I wanted. Come on. Come on, you know you want to go on. Okay, we're going to add this on now. Oops. Where's the... Oh, here we go. Okay. Get down. Oh, come on. Okay, it was a strictly ad-libbed fiasco, but we got it together. This whole mechanism here, I don't know, it's more of a case of getting the spring hooked onto this pillar and then just kind of shoving it in while putting all this on top. And really, from what I'm seeing here, I'll just turn the alarm on here. What I'm seeing, this movement here seems kind of tired. I don't know if that's because of the lack of oil, but the spring tension is really weak, and you can see this is all set up correctly, or at least I think it is. Let's see here if we just push this thing along. Oh, maybe this thing's getting stuck. Oh, maybe this got pushed in, or not. Nope. Oh, brutal. Okay, well, anyway, this does not really want to seem, or it doesn't really want to run for some reason. I can't quite figure out why that is. I'm wondering if, once again, if that's oil or something else. All the pivots seem to be okay on both trains, but you seem to constantly be getting stuck on both, so I'm not really sure what the heck is the matter here. Let me see, what was I should also mention that I didn't really get much of a chance to oil, or, well, not oil it, grease this spring here at all. So maybe that has something to do with what's going on. Am I going the right way? Oh no, I'm not. So. Okay, we're just going to do this until the spring is wound down, and maybe we can stick some grease in there and hopefully help it out a little bit. Okay, and for those of you who wanted to know how this all went together here, there's a nut here. This mechanism can basically go on any which way. It seems to reset itself when you actually get the spring and all that going. And what the heck happened over here? Okay, this is interesting. To keep the video from being too long, I'm going to stop it here. So thank you guys for watching this part, and I hope to see you in the next one.